Fellow Nigerians, our country is going through one of its worst moments in history. The state of Nigeria requires all of us, regardless of where we are on earth, to come out of our comfort zones, to battle for our soul. Our country is under siege on all fronts. Our country has been taken over by janjaweeds that pretend to be leaders. The question is, how much can we take? How much more can we take? Here is a country where a citizen went into the hallowed chamber of the Senate and carted away the mace, the symbol of authority of the National Assembly, and was not punished. What type of example is that? Here is a country where the government allegedly spent 600 billion feeding students at home, students who were on lockdown, and nobody is raising a finger. How on earth do we have a country that cannot cater to its use? Fellow Nigerians, good morning. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This morning, we have a special broadcast about what is taking place in Nigeria, especially Mr. El-Rufai's callous statement about the leadership in Nigeria. He spoke like an invader to Nigeria. I don't know how many Nigerians are happy with that. I know there's something traditional about us now, something very new that is, as dangerous too. That when we see the truth, we don't speak because we are afraid of attack. We are afraid of death. Death is going to come, and they're already killing Nigerians in quantum. That the El-Rufai will have that type of audacity. He has made so many very, very callous statements in the past, but this is one too much. He has, in effect, actually, as the commander of Boko Haram, that nobody talks about, they know he has been linked to it, declared a jihad on Nigeria and its people, a jihad on Muslims in Nigeria, a jihad on those who profess Christianity, a jihad on those who are animists, a jihad on those who practice African traditional religion, a jihad on those who are free thinkers, a jihad on all Nigerians in a supposed one country, in a country that is supposed to be a secular state, in a country that religion is supposed to be a personal business and not a state enterprise. El-Rufai has demonstrated that he is truly not a Nigerian, and should be made to understand that, and perhaps for his unguarded statements should be arrested for questioning and prosecution, because under this man's hammer in Kaduna for 8 years, thousands of innocent Nigerian lives have been lost due to incessant attacks by Fulani militias that they import from outside Nigeria to blackmail and intimidate Nigerians, the aborigines of the country. One, for the repossession of their lands and to establish their state. This is Africa. We are not Arabs. And a strong message needs to be driven to these elements who think that they own Nigeria. And El-Rufai is one of them. We'll be right back. Yes, the evidence I shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, oh God. Mm. Yes, that is cold-blooded by Peter McIntosh. I played this song for a special reason, for those who can relate to what is taking place. So, great thanks to Peter McIntosh for providing that, lyric for us. Yes, yes, Nigeria is supposed to be one organic country. Yes, it's huge diversity, beautiful diversity. Sadly, the founding fathers failed to build or to establish a foundation that was needed to build a nation. They were more interested in power, rivalry. Only one of them had an idea of what nation building was about, but he was not allowed to bring his ideas into fruition. So that was how the country was disordered from the very first day. And that disorder has just gone worse. Haywire. Now the country is at a dangerous crescendo. To hear politicians, people that a lot of people look up to for leadership, to come out to make some very callous statements like that, the most recent by El-Rufai, makes people like me cringe, makes people like me who have been doing everything, putting our lives on the line, putting our resources on the line to want to build a nation. It makes us greatly, immensely demoralized. It makes us ask ourselves questions about what we have been doing. Is it an exercise in futility? We are building, some people are tearing it down. Religion. So with so much audacity, a state governor who governed a state for 8 years with so much blood on his hand, as if that is not enough, he is inciting more confusion in Nigeria. Listen to El-Rufai. Or do you want me to bring the translation of what he said to further make a bad situation worse? We are already grappling with a situation. We have an illegal, an illegitimate man who declared himself winner of an election that he didn't win, sitting illegally and illegitimately on the seat of power in Nigeria. El-Rufai was part of it, based on what he said in Hausa. I want to tell the Hausa people in the first place, El-Rufai is not an Hausa man, he's a Fulani man. But he uses the Hausa language to mislead the vast majority of poor people in the north of Nigeria and Nigerians in general. Why is he not speaking Fufude? Where are the Hausa people? Where are the original Hausa people? Where are the indigenous Hausa people of Nigeria? Why are they not standing up? Why are they not telling this man that they disapprove of his use of their language to misinform their already impoverished people, courtesy of people like him? Where are the Hausa people? Why are you not standing up? Where are you? You are Nigerians. Why are we not hearing from you? It is time you stood up. It is time you stood up. You've been repressed for over 200 years. It is time you stood up. The same people who repressed you yesterday are getting worse today. Why are you quiet? They make you believe like you are one, but they don't care about you. They come stealing from Nigeria in your name, but they don't give you anything. Why are you quiet? Why are you silent? It's time. How can a country be led by people like this with terrorist intentions? This is not good for Nigeria. This is not the type of Nigeria we want. Nigerians, listen to this.
mu iya cin zaɓen ba tare da mun ba su ba. Na ɗaya kenan. Wannan siyasa ne, so kake ka ci zaɓe. Kana neman mutanen da za su zaɓe ka. Mun tsaya mun duba tun da aka fara demokradiyyar mun duba inda muke cin zaɓe da inda ba ma ci. Mun yi wannan lissafin a siyasance kenan. Amma na biyu abinda muka so mu nuna, kuma cikin shekara 4 na alhamdulillahi mun nuna, shine gwamnati wanda gwamna musulmi ne, mataimakiyar gwamna musulmi ne, SSG musulmi, chief of staff musulmi, kwamishinan kuɗi musulmi, ba zai cuci Krista ba a Kaduna. Kuma duk inda muka je muna gaya musu cewa haka ne. Duk saman gwamnatin mu musulmi ne, amma akwai Christian guda ɗaya a jihar Kaduna da zai fito ya ce an zalunce shi ba a bashi hakkinsa ba. Akwai gundumar da ba mu gyara makaranta ba, akwai gundumar da ba mu yi asibiti ba, akwai inda ba mu je mun yi hanyoyi ba, akwai inda ba mu taimaki manoma ba, ko sun zaɓe mu ko ba su zaɓe mu ba. Mun ba kuwa hakkinsu. Of course, Kubau sun fi zaɓen mu, saboda haka zan je Kubau in ɗan ƙara musu wani abu. To, domin sun zaɓe mu, abinda zan ba Jaba zan ƙara ma Kubau, tunda Jaba ba su zaɓe mu ba, amma mun ba su hakkinsu. Kuma abinda ku limamai da ulama kuka koya mana kenan. Shugabancin musulunci na adalci ne. Annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam da sahabbai ya zauna da wayanda ba musulmi ba, da Yahudawa, da Kirista, da wayanda ma kafirai ne, amma suna ce mishi amin don yi musu adalci. Sayyidina Abubakar, Umar, Uthman, Ali, dukkansu sun yi musu adalci. Ba wanda zai ce don shi ba musulmi ba ne an take hakkinsa, sai dai dama wanda ya fi son ka za ka ɗan ƙara mishi, amma ba za ka ɗauki hakkin wani ba. Kullum ina tambayar su, ko da muka je muna kamfen wannan zaɓen, suka ce kaza in ce gaskiya ne, muna neman wanda za su yi aiki ne, ba mu duba addinin. Of course muna duba addini, amma ba zan faɗi haka ba. Amma abin da nake tambaya, wa aka zalunta? Ka tashi ka gaya mana in gwamnatin nan ta zalunce ka. Ba ansa. Sai dai kawai ka ce da ka saba iskanci, ka saba kashe mutane, mun taka ma burki, ko ka saba rufe hanya, mun ce in kai haka ga abin da zai biyo baya, kuma ka san za mu yi. Abin da muka yi kenan shekara 4 nan, da ni da abokan aikina. Kuma abin da muka sake nunawa kenan tun da Sanata Obasanjo da Dr. Ji Sabo Albar sun sake cin zaɓensu, duk da taron dangin addini da aka yi mana. Kuma ku malaman da ke nan da limamai, ku kuka yi aikin, ba ma 'yan siyasan ba. 'Yan siyasan cutanmu suka yi, wallahi ku ne. Kuma shi da Sanata Obasanjo ya san haka, mun sani. Mun san waɗanda suka karɓi kuɗi ranar zaɓe suka kashe wayan suka kwanta gida ba su ma fito ba. Amma mun san 'yan agaji da suka je su ne polling unit agents, wayanda muka biya su je su kare ƙuri'an ba su fito ba, sai 'yan agaji. Saboda haka mun sani, kuma mun gode, Allah ya saka muku da alheri. Kuma yadda kuka jajirce kuka ba mu goyon baya, don Allah don Annabi ina roƙonku ku ƙara jajircewa domin a ba Sanata Obasani goyon baya. In ya gama wannan shekara 4 ya sake, sannan mu ci gaba, mu nuna ma mutane cewa shugabancin musulunci bai nuna bambanci, amma baya son izgili, baya son rashin mutunci. Abinda kawai muke so mu nuna kenan. Kuma mun fara, amma ba a gama ba. Sai an kaman shekara 20 ana haka, sai kowa ya gane. Saboda ka bayan uba ya gama ya sake 16 ko, sai a sake wani shekara 24, sai kowa ya ce okay, mun gane, mun san matsayinmu, kuma mun san musulmin nan ba za su cuce mu ba. Shikenan sai ga an zauna lafiya. Wallahi tallahi abinda muka fara tsari kenan tun da muka fito muna neman shugabancin nan, kuma da taimakon Allah da addu'o'inku da jajircewanku muna kan hanya. Allah ya saka muku da alheri. Now, an yi maganganu da yawa kan gwamnatin tarayya. Gaskiya ne abinda Professor Akintola ya faɗa, mu muka yi shawara, mu gwamnonin Arewa APC, muka ce mulki ya koma kudu, domin alkawarin da aka yi kenan, alkawarin baki ne, amma alkawari ko na baki ko na rubuce Allah ya sani. Da muka ga wasu suna kulle-kulle cewa mulki ya tsaya arewa, muka ce ba mu yadda ba, mu ba haka muke ba. Mu musulmi ne, mu mutanen arewa ne, muna da al'adunmu, ba za mu yi alkawari ko cikin duhu ba ne mu dawo mu ce ba a yi ba. Muka ce ba mu yadda ba. Mataki na farko kenan. Mataki na biyu, da aka yadda da haka ko kuma suka gaba sarki sai Allah suka bari, mu muka tsaya cikinmu, muka tsaya muka ce to waye in muka zaɓe shi na farko yana da ƙarfin ya ci zaɓe, na biyu za mu fara maganin siyasan addini da ƙabilanci a ƙasar nan. Muka yi shawara muka ce Asiwaju za mu yi. Lokacin da muka yi shawara za mu bi Asiwaju, ni ban shiri da shi, muna faɗa. Amma Professor Akintola ya zo da shugabanninsu daga Lagos, suka ce ga tunaninsu, suna so idan mulki ya dawo kudu, tunda mun tsaya mun ce mulki ya dawo kudu, sun ji daɗin haka. Su Yarabawa na Southwest suna da matsala. Musulminsu in ya fito zai nemi shugabanci sai a ce ba dama ya nema domin ba zai ci zaɓe ba. Ba zai ci zaɓe ba don dole sai Kirista daga Southwest ne zai iya fitowa ya nemi shugabancin Najeriya don a ɗauki musulmi daga Arewa ya zama Vice President. Suka ce tun Abiola ba a sake yi ba. Suna son haka. Na ce to ku je ku kawo mana wanda za mu bi. Ya ce Asiwaju, na ce ba ma shiri da shi. Ya ce ku shirya don addinin musulunci. Na ce za mu shirya. To muka fito aka yi haka, Asiwaju ya samu tiket ɗin. Kuma da ya samu, mun san ba yadda zai yi. Babu yadda zai yi in ya samu tiket, dole ya ɗauki musulmi mataimakinsa. In ba haka ba zai ci zaɓe ba. Kamar yadda na ce siyasa sai ka tsaya kayan lissafinka, ba wani maganan tunanin haka. To Allah subhanahu wata'ala ya ga zuciyarmu, kuma wallahi mu da muka tsaya muka yi haka, wallahi ba don kanmu muka yi ba. Ni dai na san ni da gwamnan Zamfara Bello Matawalle ba don muna son wani abu muka yi ba. Kila sauran suna son wani abu, amma wallahi ni da Bello Matawalle mun ce kawai a yi haka don a yi maganin wannan matsalan na addini. Sannan musulmin Southwest su ma mu ba su sense of belonging, su shugabancin nan. To Allah, duk da taron dangin da aka yi, duk da addini da aka yi amfani da shi, Allah ya ba Asiwaju nasara. Abinda muka samu muka yi a Kaduna, yanzu an yi shi a ƙasa gaba ɗaya. Babu wani makaryaci da zai zo ya ce, zai fito ya ce shi zai yi siyasa na Kiristanci ya ci zaɓe. Peter Obi ya yi ga inda yake. An yi maganin wannan, dole suka yi shuru. Tun da Asiwaju ya ci zaɓe, kan tsit. To da haka ne za a samu zaman lafiya a ƙasar nan. To aka ƙara sai komi sai ya wallahi abinda muka yi kenan, kuma ni da wasu daga cikinmu mu a ganinmu mun gama aikin. Asiwaji ya ci zaɓe mun gama aiki. Roƙon da muke muku shine a yi masa addu'a ya samu mutane na kirki ya aiki da su. Duk maganganun da ake mukami wannan ko wannan a bani wannan ko wannan, addu'a na ɗaya ne. Allah ya mana zaɓin alheri kuma a taimake mu da wannan addu'a. Ni ba na son wani mukami, abinda zan so in koma in huta in gama karatuna, sannan yadda uba ya ta yan buga-buga ya tara kuɗi ni ina kallon shi, ni ma in ɗan samu nawa. Ko ba haka ba? To amma Allah ya zaɓin alheri. Idan Asiwaju ya neme ni ya ce mu yi aiki tare, kuma na ga cewa aikin zai taimake shi, zai taimaki ƙasa, ba zan ƙi ba, amma ni ban iya neman aiki ba. Tun da na gama NYC na nemi aiki sau ɗaya a rayuwa na, ban taɓa neman aiki ba, sai dai aikin ya neme ni. Saboda haka Allah ya mana zaɓin alheri. Na gode da aka yi min wannan walima. Ina fata in Allah ya ba mu rai da lafiya, shekara 8 masu zuwa za mu
Yes, that was El-Rufai. Crazy, sick, really sick idiot. Nigeria, that is what it takes. Nigeria has been turned into right now. Idiots, criminals, terrorists holding positions of power. And we, the people, watch helplessly as they push us left, right, and center. I don't know how many of you understand Hausa, what he said. How they came about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The first time he did not like him, they were not talking. And then came Professor Akintola. They came and talked things over. They built a North and Southwest alliance, all right, in a Nigeria. In a supposed one Nigeria, Southwest and North Alliance. Southwest and North Alliance, built by criminals, criminal elites from both sides, against, a conspiracy against Nigeria and its people. Southwest Alliance, all right? Who are those who are the North? Who represented the North? Who are those from the Southwest? All criminals, bastards, idiots, animals. We're expecting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a drug dealer, to make a pronouncement on all this. Where's Loretta Onoje, my sister, my friend? Where's Festus Keyamo? You heard this nauseous thing. Where's that bastard they call Asari Dokubo? Thief. Where are all of you? Where's Omoyele Showore, the idiot who runs all up and down? You are quiet. Where's your Sahara reporter? You are not saying anything now. You are all foolish, stupid people. Yes, the people of Nigeria, the real people of Nigeria, the organic people of Nigeria from east, west, north, and south. You got to rise up now. This man is evil. El-Rufai is evil. His plan is to derail Nigeria. And he has done that to a great extent. It's time to stop him. It's time to stop. And this is why this February 25th election, this is why we must not take it lying low. This is why we must not take their first declaration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president of Nigeria that he did not win. That is why we must not let it stand. That is why some people say Supreme Court. Okay, let's give them the benefit of doubt, but you must develop plan B for the people, the sovereign people of Nigeria, to take over their country. We are more than the Supreme Court. The power the Supreme Court has is derived from us. We, the people of Nigeria. If the Supreme Court, has been desecrated from what we have seen, looking at the rulings they have been reeling out since the past few weeks, you must not be stupid to be deceived that this Supreme Court will give you the justice that you need unless we exert the pressure that we need. We must remind whatever the Supreme Court Chief Justice that we are Nigerians and this is Nigeria. That Nigeria is not a plantation owned by anybody. So we must set ourselves free and that we must be ready to make it happen. God is watching us. Africa is watching us. How dare a terrorist commander come and be giving Nigerians a marching order? Just listen to the translation, the full translation of what is happening right now. All right. El-Rufai declares a jihad in Nigeria. Mr. Nasiru El-Rufai, the immediate past governor of Kaduna State, one of the alleged masterminds of Boko Haram in Nigeria, known for his unbridled arrogance, insensitivity, and incendivity, has declared a jihad on Nigeria. Nasir El-Rufai is an insensitive, pathologically arrogant, utterly disrespectful, and grossly corrupt and irresponsible Fulani elite, driven by a growing offensive Fulani nationalist ideology in Nigeria, has superintended with so much blood on his hands over the state of Kaduna for 8 years as executive governor. And under his atrocious rule, thousands of non-Fulani villagers were murdered in cold blood in nightly raids of their villages by some cowardly Fulani militias, allegedly imported into Nigeria for a far-reaching Syria genocidal mission that has expanded to Kogi, Zamfara, Benue, Plateau, and Niger states, and hundreds of thousands, mostly Fulanis, mostly Hausas, including Muslims, displaced and their lands taken away in their bid to take over Nigeria, where they hope to build their illusion of a nation. It is noteworthy for the reader and listener that some of the elites of the Fulani tribe, which is a minority tribe in the north of Nigeria, like the French elites in their odious colonial assault on parts of Africa, adopted the policy of assimilation, with which they brought via brute subjugation, especially the Hausa tribe, effectively under their rule, and in effect adopted Hausa language as their official language to give the Hausas a false sense of belonging, using the combination of the Islamic religion and the deceptive One North slogan as a vehicle. This is the reason the dubious Fulani elites who have held Nigeria in captivity since independence, robbing the country in the name of the North and its peoples that they care less about while advancing their own selfish personal interests. They always love to be in charge, though they have serially demonstrated tragically that they lack what it takes to provide the type of leadership that is needed to build, grow, and develop a country with unconditional access to opportunity and benefit for all beyond plundering and pillaging the country and holding its people to ransom with its military might that they have subjected to indiscriminate abuse. All the years they have held the levers of the country's power in their hands, either directly or remotely. This is the reason they want Bola Ahmed Tinubu a demented drug baron, fraudster, and a sick moral felon so badly on the presidential seat as a brief holder with his terrorist pair that they positioned to take over when they knock him out of the way for them to take Nigeria for keep so they can drive all of its citizens who would refuse to be ruled under their Jim Crow system away like they did in Mauritania and they are doing in Mali with Sudan already on fire. It is clear now that the APC is a terrorist organization fronting as a political party in Nigeria that we must be very careful about. Below is the English translation of El-Rufai's speech at a gathering in Kaduna a few days ago. El-Rufai disclosed that Islamic government and jihad has been inaugurated in Kaduna during his tenure to promote Islam and to wage war against Christians of southern Kaduna until they surrender to Islamic rule and accept Islamic rulership as a way of life. After a few more tenures of Muslim rulers in Kaduna State, the Christian of southern Kaduna will be dealt with continuously until they surrender without further resistance to Hausa Fulani rule. I correct that. There's nothing like a Hausa Fulani rule. It's Fulani. Yeah, some crazy Fulani elements. The Hausas are victims. The Hausas are those who are being killed and murdered every day. The Hausas are part of those who have been displaced. So this fucking stupid Hausa Fulani race does not exist. It's either you are a Hausa or you are a Fulani. So if you're an Hausa person listening to me right now, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled that there is anything they call Hausa Fulani. You must be stupid and utterly stupid, disgusting to accept that political ethnic group. It doesn't exist. It's phantom, it is fake, and it is not existent. El-Rufai disclosed that Islamic government and jihad has been inaugurated in Kaduna during his tenure to promote Islam and to wage war against Christians of southern Kaduna until they surrender to Islamic rule and accept Islamic rulership as a way of life. After a few more tenures of Muslim rulers in Kaduna State, the Christian of southern Kaduna will be dealt with continuously until they surrender without further resistance to Fulani rule in the state. He also said the idea of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Asiseyin, is a backward man, Asiseyin, was agreed upon by him, yes, him and Muslim colleagues in the north to pave the way towards inauguration of permanent Islamic rule in Nigeria. God forbid. God forbid. There will be Nigerian rule. There will be no Islamic rule. There will be no Christian rule. The only people with the authority to rule Nigeria are Nigerians. We don't care about your religion. Swallow your religion, put it in the pocket. And I want to remind El-Rufai and idiots like him who are thinking the way he's thinking, that we are in the 21st century. We are not in the era of 1804. There will be no jihad in Nigeria. Any criminal, any crazy person like El-Rufai and his gangsters, they should swallow any idea of jihad in Nigeria because it's not going to happen. It will not. Now, Nigerians, you heard, you are in APC, yeah? Some of you idiots in APC from across Nigeria, you heard El-Rufai, right? You heard him. You heard him loud and clear, unambiguous. Where are you? We are not hearing from you. Why are you quiet? All over Nigeria, north, east, west, and south. Where are you? You are in APC. You are an idiot in APC. Look at it. A huge chieftain of APC said this. Where are my boy? Where's my boy? Who is carrying APC on his head? Where are you? Did you hear this? Loretta Onoche, where are you? Where are you? You became a Fulani by force. Where are you? You got what you wanted. You got the position. We're not hearing much about you anymore. Where are you? Loretta, I'm calling you out. Where are you? Did you hear El-Rufai? You are close to El-Rufai, right? You heard him. He hates you, but you love him more than he hates you. Yes, El-Rufai is your man. Where are you, Loretta? I want to hear from you. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you. I'm challenging you, Loretta Onoche. Where are you? That's El-Rufai, what he said. If it's someone, you were insulting Hanez Ndigbo the other day, some couple of years ago. You were the one who created the slogan they call buyer fraud. Those are all your works. Where are you now? It's time for you, or you permanently hold your peace. If you cannot come out openly to say something about this, you better shut up and not say anything. Loretta, I'm talking to you. This is smart. You know me. You and I were close, very close, but you are a disappointment. Where are you? You got a position right now, right? But I remind you that that position will not last you forever. How would you be remembered? The moment of truth is now. And I expect you to step forward and speak that truth. Yes. He also said that the idea of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was agreed upon by him. Look, that Pinchomic rat that I met a couple of times in Washington, that rat, El-Rufai, and his Muslim colleagues in the north to pave the way towards the inauguration of a permanent Islamic rule in Nigeria through an Islamic alliance between the Muslims from the north and Muslims from the southwest. For real. Muslims from the north and Muslims from the southwest. Wow, to hold Nigeria hostage, really, in an alliance that is supposed to be a country for all Nigerians, a country that is supposed to have access to opportunity for all of us, a country that is supposed to be sovereign with a distinct territorial space, a country where we all are supposed to be citizens. You want to rule us with an Islamic injunction. That is not going to happen. Nigerians, you've been silent for too long. You young man from Nigeria, young girl from Nigeria, who think the moment we are in is a joke, it's time for you to sit up right now. If you are a true Muslim, like I know some are very good Muslims, it's time for you to stand up for your country. No country is run this way. No country is run this way. We are not Arabs. We must not be ruled by Arab injunctions. We are not British people. We must not be ruled by the laws of Imperial Britain. We must be administered as Nigerians. We must be administered as Africans. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. He said, after a few more Muslim presidency, what is happening in Kaduna will be replicated in Nigeria. He further reiterated that the Christians and Peter Obi have been put to shame in the last presidential election. Wow, what a Nigeria. Wow, what a country. So if you are listening to me right now, share this message. If you're a Muslim, you must share this message. If you're a true Nigerian from the north, organic Nigerian, not the Arab Nigerians who want to take over Nigeria after they've taken over Mauritania, you must rise up for your country right now. If you are one of those who allowed the northern borders to be opened for Chadians to come into Nigeria, to be counted as Nigerians, to be taking benefits of Nigerians, here you are right now. We are in trouble. You must wake up right now. Religion is a personal business. How can a country ruled by criminals move forward? We'll be right back.
together to fight this holy Armageddon. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. Have pity on those whose chances grow thin. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. Saying, one love, what about
in the Electoral Act that we passed, there is nothing like electronic transmission, because transmission is when you vote and it goes to the server. What we have passed, and I can recollect this vividly, because I read that act when it was a bill several times, is to transfer, after all the paperwork that we normally do are done, the agents and everybody there, security, everybody will have the papers. INEC will snap or scan or snap the result sheet and transmit or transfer or whatever it is. That whether it is transmit or transfer is that thing that is captured with beavers, the results. And for me, my understanding is, if any result that was captured and sent differs from something gotten somewhere, that one is illegal. And only the courts, it's not us here that can do. So we urge INEC to follow the Electoral Act. And for me, my understanding is, if any result that was captured and sent differs from something gotten somewhere, that one is illegal. And only the courts, it's not us here that can do. So we urge INEC to follow the Electoral Act and other laws or their guidelines. That's all.
I'm singing that when the cat's away, the mice will play. Political violence, curiosity, yeah. Don't involve Rasta in your sex. Rasta don't work for no CIA, rat race.
Thank you.
The presidential election held on 8th August 2017 was not conducted in accordance with the Constitution and the applicable law, rendering the declared results invalid, null, and void.
This indeed is a very historic day for the people of Kenya, and by extension, for the people of the continent of Africa.
Yes, the uphill task before the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Will they deliver? They will deliver to those who pay them. Nigerians, develop a plan B. Yes, we need a plan B, because we are a sovereign people. We will not, and we must not, allow a court that we built to, out of corruption, plunge our country into a constitutional crisis.
On this note, let me seize this opportunity to respond to a story emanating from a section of the media that the Commission has decided to jettison the uploading of polling unit level results in real time on election day. It should please be disregarded as fake news. The commission will upload polling unit level results, and citizens will have access to those results in real time as we upload to the polling units. This innovation was introduced by the commission. The commission cannot turn around and undermine itself. So this technology has come to stay. We'll upload polling unit level results from the polling unit. Citizens will have the right to view these results. After all, who are we serving? The citizens. How can we deprive citizens from access to the results of the process conducted by them at the level of polling units? So I welcome you to the commission. I want to assure you and reassure you that the 2023 general election is going to be our best ever elections. We are committed, and that the votes cast by Nigerians will determine the outcome of elections. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's what he said. But what happened? What happened? The election that the people organized, they did not get the results. We need to know what happened to that result. Yes, so what happened? We deserve an answer, and we seek an answer. I believe we have a right to those answers. So, Mr. Mahmoud, it's not too late for you to make a confessional statement. You know you are about to set Nigeria, your action is about to set Nigeria on fire. Don't worry today now that Nigerians have become so docile, they are so afraid. But something will trigger them. People have their backs on the wall now. They can't buy petrol. They can't eat anymore. They can't move from one place to the other. They are suffering from lack of power, lack of food, no schools, no hospitals, no roads, no just anything for them. Their backs are on the wall. I don't know if they are going to evaporate inside the wall. How are you going to handle this? How are we going to handle this? Nigerians, get up and be ready. Reject what you don't want, because you did not bargain for what you are getting right now. You must conquer your fear. And the way of protesting has to change. You must not travel anywhere to protest. You must protest at the places where you cast your votes. Protest in your localities where you know everybody. The army will not be in all over Nigeria, assuming the army agreed to kill like they did in Lekki. Stay where you are. So when you're in trouble, you get hungry, you can run into your house, get some food, and get back on the street. Sustain this action. Those who live in Lagos, sustain action in Lagos. Those who live in Abuja, come out in Abuja. You know the terrain. Those who live in Benin, come out. Those who live at Agbo, come to Agbo. Those who live in my hometown at Abavu, come out at Abavu. Take charge of everything. The Babylon in Nigeria will fall. Don't go start mobilizing and looking for drivers to pay money to transport you to one place, because that will be one day job and the job will not be done, because when it is sunset, the driver will want to go back home and then it's done. So what next? You're not going to be doing that every day. So that is why you must remain in your localities. Let's stop making things very expensive for us. Everybody sacrifice to get this job done. How this bastard El-Rufai came boastfully in front of barrages of cameras to proclaim an Islamic state for Nigeria. He succeeded in doing it in Kaduna, and he's expanding it to, he wants to expand it to the whole over the whole of Nigeria. But Nigerians, you must be ready to stop them. You must act as citizens of Nigeria. You must not come in the name of Islam or Christianity. You must come as citizens of Nigeria to reject this nonsense, to reject this aggressive act. This is an act of aggression that should be punished. Where are our security agencies? DSS, you cannot say that you did not listen to this. The police inspector general, you cannot say that you did not hear this. Where is the Sultan of Sokoto? You kept your closed ears as always. People are being murdered in Plateau, Benue, and everywhere. You keep quiet. All right? So by your quietness means that you are part of what is taking place. Where is the Alafin of Oyo or the Oni of Ife? Let me leave Alafin alone because he has not said anything. The Oni of Ife. Where are you? Where are all the Obas from the southwest of Nigeria? I saw it, that there was an interface between some rogue politicians from the southwest, not all, because there are a lot of people from the Yoruba race who want the good of Nigeria and they are working hard for it. But there are some criminal elements and some of their elites in this game of being in a conspiracy against the good of Nigeria. They don't believe in Nigeria. They don't love Nigeria. They hate Nigeria with a passion. Everything they know is tribe, tribe, tribe. They are following some crazy Fulani elites to hold our country in captivity. It's time to start calling you out. If El-Rufai could summon the courage and the audacity to say what he's saying, that some Muslims from the north came together with some Muslims from the southwest, and that Muslims in the southwest, they are good. What he said in Hausa. All right? El-Rufai is not an Hausa man. Why is he using the Hausa language to confuse and mislead the Hausa people, whom they have held in captivity for over 200 years? The Hausa man, you need to rise up. You will need to wake up. Whether you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are subjugated. Get up, wake up from wherever you are. Join the rest of Nigeria. Come to the mainstream of Nigeria. These people don't want you to enjoy the benefit and the promise of Nigeria. They keep you in their check. They use religion that they don't even believe in God. A man who believes in God will not say what El-Rufai said. Hell is waiting for him. Nigerians, east, west, north, and south, those who love Nigeria, those who are patriotic, those who don't religion before their country, those who truly organically love Nigerians for who they are. It's time for you to rise up, and the moment is now. Don't waste it. We must solve the Nigerian problem. We must address the Nigerian question. Right now, Nigeria is calling on all of us. Arise, O compatriot. Nigeria is called obey. So why can't we answer it? All right, special broadcast. See you Saturday for our scheduled broadcast, so you can hear more on what is taking place in Nigeria. But we believe that Nigeria will be whole again, and whole being whole, not the patch that we have had all this time. That is why they don't want Peter Obi to come be president of Nigeria. They know he will rule Nigeria with an even hand. He know he will not discriminate against anybody. So if you are a Muslim, if you're a true Muslim, Islam does not teach discrimination. So this fake is a rogue Muslim. He's not a true Muslim. It's a bastard Muslim. Banza Muslimi. That is Kakoi. It's not a human being. Nobody should be listening to this bastard. So Nigerians, we don't say what you want to hear. We speak the truth from our hearts. We are not scared of saying it. You see, they are bought over all the news media in Nigeria. They are scared of speaking the truth because their owners are corrupt. But here, they can't prescribe us. They can't tell us what to say. We say what we want to say, whenever we want to say it, however we want to say it, and whoever we want to put in the prism of discussion. We say it because we love Nigeria and we want the best for the country. Good night. Fellow Nigerians, Our country is going through one of its worst moments in history. The state of Nigeria requires all of us, regardless of where we are on earth, to come out of our comfort zones, to battle for our soul. Our country is under siege on all fronts. Our country has been taken over by janjaweeds that pretend to be leaders. The question is, how much can we take? How much more can we take? Here is a country where a citizen went into the hallowed chamber of the Senate and carted away the mace, the symbol of authority of the National Assembly, and was not punished. What type of example is that? Here is a country where the government allegedly spent 600 billion feeding students at home, students who were on lockdown, and nobody is raising a finger. How on earth do we have a country that cannot cater to its use?
Let's go, go, go. Every time I see the killer, baby moves, moves, moves.
Say after me, sir. I solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, So help me God, so help I Jah. So help me God, so help I Jah. So help me God, so help I Jah. Rastafari.
Every time I see the wicked, my baby moves, moves, moves.
You are brought before this court for having ganja in your possession. Guilty or not guilty? Not guilty, Your Honor. How could one man do such a thing? Young Jah, it is totally impossible, Your Honor.
I can remember, when I was framed and jailed, brutalized. The judge would find me guilty for an exhibit they could not find. And every time I see a Babylon, my blood runs cold. I mean cold. And every time I see the wicked man, I believe moves. When I see the condition, I said it's a curse. For the past 400 years or more, things get from bad to worst. And every time I see Babylon, my blood runs cold. I mean so cold. And every time I see them wicked wicked men, my belly move, yo. Every time I see Babylon, my blood run cold, 10 degrees below zero. Every time I see the wicked man, my belly moves from the front to the back. Every time I see Babylon, my blood run cold, cold, cold. And every time I see said if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take blows, brother, don't throw blows. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take blows, sister, don't throw blows. Harm no man, let no man harm you. Do unto others as they would do to you. And to every bald head, respect the Rasta man, cause he's the only man left on creation. And if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take blows, brother, don't throw blows. Said if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take blows, sister, don't throw blows. Most ghosts see I looking so humble, would like to try something, but the world would have crumbled. Cause behind thy back, you like to grumble. And before I face, you always a fumble, yeah. And if you live in a glass house, I beg you don't throw stones, no. And if you can't take blows, brother, don't throw blows. Said if you live in a glass house, not throw stones. And if you can't take blows, sister, don't throw blows. You build your world on lies and illusion. This is no chance, no hope for those who kept it a-going. Cause you never know that the truth was showing. And if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. And if you can't take those, brother, don't throw those. Said if you live in a glass house, not throw stones. And if you can't take those, sister, don't throw those. I'm on this earth to give you praise, and all I ask for is longer days. I come to do the things that are right, and if you don't like my doings, we're gonna fight every time. And if you live in a glass house, not stone, and if you can't
Hey guys, Toby Mathis here, and question is, how do I make my personal act? Well, first off, can you
take over this wicked world? Let me walk us of iniquity, the desert of creation. Whoa, oh, righteousness. Oh, Jaja, let truth to righteousness. The way everything's going, anything might happen now. Unrighteous people, turning things upside down. Oh, what a great confusion in this time of generation. Oh, Lord, what a great confusion. Oh, yeah, what a tribulation. And Lord, change this world up today. You let the righteous people take over the earth. Lord, the master, take over the seas. Lord, the birds in the sky, take over the trees. Take over the earth, over the earth, go righteousness. Go over the earth, over the earth, go righteousness.